This is JW Hyde, and you're listening to GADcast. Sorry about that house band. The last house band died while playing a skiing computer game. They got eaten by Sasquatch. So would the rest of the GADcast like to introduce themselves?
No.
Nah, no thank you.
Okay, well, we have Adam Harmless and Andy Smith in the studio with us today.
Holy shit, yes, this is Adam Harmless. Here I am.
And, all right, well, it's been a while since we've casted some pod.
That is true.
Let's see if we can reel in what all we need to talk about.
The band that we are in,
That
Tiger
would be
Helicide.
the GADcast house band.
No,
no.
Those guys are
Not that
dead.
band. Yeah.
We're not in that band.
No.
Yeah.
But
Not anymore.
Yeah, we don't know those guys.
El Tigre de Helicide. Tiger Helicide's done a couple of pretty massive shows since the last time we did a podcast, which is exactly the reason why we have not done a podcast. Because we've been busy little bee tigers.
Mm-hmm. Busy little tiger bee.
Tiger bees. Striped fly things that growl.
And what show was that?
Huh?
I can't remember. What show was that? The show that we
Seinfeld.
did?
No.
Seinfeld.
Oh,
Yeah.
what show was
It was nothing. A show about nothing. But we played a festival at Brothers Bar this past week.
A place that I vowed that I would never set foot in again.
Yeah, I actually vowed I would never step foot in Jacksonville as a city again too. So you know,
I thought that's what the city council agreed on.
yeah, they're like they almost
They
did.
banned
Actually,
you from
yeah.
the city.
I almost was. I got excommunicated from Jacksonville, banished. Something about the crops and a baby goat. I don't remember,
Something
but
about that.
You were drawing crop circles.
yes,
With a baby goat.
With a baby goat.
in baby goat's blood in class. But shout out Stone Center. But yeah, so we played this festival at Brothers Bar, and who put the festival together?
I believe it was the Baptist Campus Ministry.
Probably so.
No, that's not true at all.
The
I'm
Westboro
just-
Baptist Church of
I'm
Jacksonville.
just talking out my a-hole.
Yeah, I think it was Aaron Green had
There's
a lot
a
to do with
gentleman
it.
named Aaron Green.
Yeah, he's a really cool dude. Lots of fun.
He's nice.
He got in a car wreck today. Shout out to him
Yeah.
for not being
Dying.
injured. Yeah.
Fuck you, car wrecks.
Yeah, car wrecks are assholes.
I'm anti-car wreck.
So-
I don't care what any of you motherfuckers say. I am
Yeah.
anti-car wreck. You can call me out if you want to, but I'm always gonna fight for it.
Yeah, Tiger Helicide takes a strong stance against car wrecks. So
Yeah, we
keep
are-
your fucking asses in line.
We're
cars.
against them. I mean, except for one of our guitar players. He likes to flip RVs. But other than that,
Yeah, Jesse.
No, I like to fall over while I'm pushing RVs at the festival the other day. But so Aaron put the show together. Brian Bergs helped him out a bit. I think he might have drawn the flyer.
he did
if I'm
draw the flyer.
correct.
He's always putting on punk rock art fests and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yes, he's a nice guy and he's super talented and
One of the
he did
last few people that likes ska on the planet besides us.
Yeah.
So.
We'll admit to it. And he did
He actually bought an Andy CD.
yeah, he bought an Andy
He's one of
CD.
he's one of the 7 people in the world that owns an Andy CD.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, they're gonna be
So,
really rare
Shout
one
out
day.
to him.
They are.
It's gonna be like one of those rotten Trump steaks. Like one day they're gonna be worth money.
Yeah.
But
Wash it down with a Billy beer.
yeah.
Yeah, so he's really cool and he had lots of super cool art. I bought a print of the flyer.
Yes.
Yeah, see Matthew, he's lowly scum. He's just ripping
ripping
him off the side of the venue. I'm over there like, yeah, I'd like to purchase a print of the flyer. Thank you.
Yeah, I might have to get in touch with him see if he has any left when I get
Yeah.
paid.
Do it.
Because that is
Do
one of the most fun
Wait,
flyers I've seen.
this band
ever.
doesn't pay people.
Like that, his artwork of the Queers actual mascot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're Felix
their
knockoff.
Yeah. I was like, I can't say Felix, can I? But his version of it was like phenomenal. I loved it. So
That's pretty cool.
chaotic.
I did buy a lot of cool shit at the show, though. I didn't buy any art. But I wanted to support all the bands that came there, so I bought a
And you're
Treephort.
like, fuck the artists.
Well, no,
Fuck
but I
artists.
just wanted to spend my
Bands are the only ones that matter.
I wanted to spend my money on
Can't put a Picasso in my damn ear.
I saw the Skeptic Yeezys you left with. Those were interesting.
What?
I'm just joking.
I bought a Skeptic shirt and a Treephort CD, Nowhere Squares on vinyl.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I bought beverages. Okay, so who was that shitty band that played first at the festival?
Paper Army.
Yeah.
I think it was Tiger Helicide. So yeah, Tiger Helicide played. We had a lot of fun playing. It was cool because it's the first show I played after breakfast, and I had a lot of fun. The video of it is like great. Shout out to Jacob for playing the bass upside down. That was fun. I can't wait to see the pictures of that. He was just hanging from the stage. Do you guys have any takes on our set?
I thought we did really well. This is your third show with us?
Yes.
Yes. We're going to be talking about the second show you did with us after we talk about this third show that you did with us, because we do things in order. Our own order. But no,
by order of the Peaky Blinders.
This would be your second time with full band. So this would be all of our second time with this full lineup. Mm-hmm. There, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it went really well. We played really well. The sound was great because Aaron knows how to do sound. Mm-hmm. So that's good.
Yeah, the sound was fantastic.
Yeah, that helps. And overall, we were pretty good. We had a few minor mishaps, but nothing compared to what could have happened to us because we're jackasses. So
yeah, we broke a string, switched guitars for no reason. I think I put my guitar down and ran around in circles trying to start a mosh pit with 3 people, but it was a lot of fun. It was like the perfect amount of chaos for lunch, and I wish all lunches were that chaotic because that's the world I want to live in.
Well, I think we were setting a standard for the rest of the show. I think that's the goal. We have to be not the standard bearers, but the standard starters.
Yeah.
Standard starters on the street.
Yeah.
Stars are the standard starters on the street.
Stars are the standard starters.
Strictly speaking.
Yeah. Oh shit! Alliteration.
I feel like most people
always alliterated.
Ended up missing our set because we did play so early.
Yeah, we played so early. A lot of folks missed it. I had friends that came in. I have a couple of friends. Well, Rapid Randy, we're going to talk about him. Rapid Randy, he's never seen us play. My old friend Nathan Weaver, he was Bob 12, the keyboardist in my first band for about 2 seconds. He's never seen us play because they always seem to get around right after we're done.
Yeah, it's almost like they do it on purpose. I'm kidding, but
it's a hell of a thing.
It's a hell side of a thing.
Well, jealousy is just an ugly thing,
But I think I'm trying to think of Rock and Roll Commando is actually not as big of a flaming clusterfuck as I thought it would be.
No, we got through it pretty well, considering we'd already had a guitar mishap and all that other shit.
There's a video of it on Facebook. If you want to check it,
just look for it. It's on. Just type in Facebook in your browser. It'll be right there.
It's the first video. Yeah, we got the Zuck. We got the Zuck on our side. But
we're all zucked up.
Yep. So after our set, Paper Army was up next. Had a lot of fun singing along with them. And during their set, the sweetest man in the world, the photographer, if anybody remembers his name, throw it out there. But anyway, he's a fantastic gentleman, and he was wearing that sweet
49ers
jacket. And shout out to him for
I prefer the 50ers.
Champion.
You prefer the 69ers.
420, something about weed. But so he was awesome. He took our photos next to the
You better fucking give them back.
Yeah.
He stole our photos.
Adam's already paid for them 3 times. So.
No, that was the original Cat Fest.
Yeah, that was Cat Fest.
I paid for the pictures 3 times.
But I love this man. He was such an awesome dude the whole day.
That dude's a goddamn trooper.
And while we were getting our photos taken, they were playing Drugs Are Good by NoFX inside, which was awesome. And then I heard See You Later Fuckface by the Queers, which was great. And the first time I ever learned to sing and play on guitar by Rancid, they played that song as well. So that was a lot of fun to sing along to.
That would be the song that they played on. That's one that everybody knows.
They played a lot of. They're basically a punk rock cover band. Played a lot of good sing along punk rock songs.
Yeah, it was fun as fuck. And who's their drummer?
Their drummer? Well, I believe that was the late great. It was Aaron.
It's Aaron. It's fucking Aaron. I keep asking these rhetorical questions for fun, but yeah, they were awesome. And who was next after them?
Oh Jesus.
The goddamn rights.
The goddamn
Goddamn
rights.
right. It was the
There's a member of
goddamn
the
rights.
goddamn rights in Paper Army. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
did they break the guitar during that set?
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
It all becomes a blur. I hope we're not going to have to go through each and every band.
There might have been 12 bands.
All the bands were really great,
Yeah.
and there wasn't a bad one.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
See, Treephort were fucking awesome. You guys want to talk about Treephort for a second?
Yeah, they were
Sure,
awesome.
let's just go out of order.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
No, that's fine. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, let's
no,
go.
I mean that's true. I mean that's. Wait, of course it's true. That's what we just did.
No,
let's go out. I don't mind.
We
going
can-
out.
we can.
It's fine. This.
Treephort was really good. I was excited to see them because when I listened to them before the show, I realized that they kind of played some ska stuff. Obviously, they didn't have horns and stuff there at the show.
Yeah.
So
It's like a strike against them.
yeah, well, no, but I mean, they're like a really cool band, and they've been around for a long time, and so
Long.
their
time.
lead singer's energy is so great, and I will forever just hear him yelling Harrison Ford. And this song took 7 to 8 years to record or whatever to write, which I loved. And that was the best utilization of a flying V I've ever seen during a set.
Yeah,
like
they
that
did
guitar
great.
player fucking killed it. The bass player was great. Drummer was great.
It's one of those things. Treephort was one of those bands that they were around when I lived in the Anniston area. Like they came around and played. It seemed like they played a lot. It was always seeing flyers and stuff. And I was completely and utterly anti Treephort because I fucking hated their name so bad. Because it looks like a shitty ass college band name, like Treephort, and then it's like, well, we were just regular Treephort, and then we found out there was another band called Treephort, so we made it a PH Treephort, and I'm just like, fuck them. And I just assumed they were, because at the time, you gotta understand, at the time there was so much like
Ethan and the Ewoks.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Oh, sorry.
Ethan and the Ewoks. Jesse hates Ethan and the Ewoks.
Yeah.
I happen to love that
Vikings.
band. I loved Ethan and the Ewoks. You know, I always talk about how much I loved Ethan and the Ewoks.
I don't. I
They
just.
fucking sucked. They suck so bad. Oh my god, Ethan and the Ewoks suck so bad. Holy shit.
I don't think I know anybody in any of these bands, but if I do,
I had a creative writing class with
Come to
Ethan, and he
see
would
Tiger
bring
House.
in Ethan and the Ewoks song lyrics as
Did
his
he-
poetry, and it was like, oh.
did he bring Ewoks in with him too?
They had to change the spelling of Ewoks
Yeah.
because you can't do that.
yeah,
What
it's
is
gotta be.
what is a fucking? Because the Ewoks are from like a certain moon. That's like a.
They're from the moon of Endor.
It's not, but it's not a regular moon. It's like a different type of moon, which doesn't make sense. Forest moon.
Oh
of Endor
yeah,
or
the
something.
forest.
Which what the fuck is a forest moon?
Well, a
Well, it's
forest
just
moon is just a moon
it's
with a
just
forest
a moon
on
with
it.
a forest on it.
Yeah.
So
Solved.
It's just like a forest that is a planet that orbits. So if if we orbited another planet, would we be a moon? An Earth moon?
Yeah.
Forest moon?
Yeah. Well,
A forest moon.
All right, the
Well,
forest moon of Earth. If we ever orbit somebody, I
yeah,
guess.
if we ever orbit another planet. Yeah.
I mean, but like Earth is like mostly. We're not really
Water.
we're mostly
we'd be a
water,
water
so we'd be a
planet.
water planet.
They'd be like the
technically.
water
We're like
planet of Earth.
70%.
We'd be like a
Or
tree,
not water planet, the water
Let's
moon.
just say we'd be
water
the
a tree,
water moon of Earth.
the Treefort moon.
The
Treefort
water
moon.
moon. We're the water moon of Earth with a Treefort.
Orth.
Of Orth. The water moon of Orth.
So yeah, Treefort.
But no, anyway, my point is Treefort. Treefort's a really great band, and band names don't mean shit anyway. And it actually really goes along well with what they're doing. It actually really does work well with it. Me and Matthew had that conversation on the way home.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about how like that works. So I should have given him a chance, and it only took me like 20 years, but hey, I like them okay.
They were fucking.
No, they're
balls to
great.
wall.
They
I
were
really
great.
like that song. Why do fat kids listen to Metallica?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was badass.
Yeah, that's one of their big hits.
I really liked
That's what it is.
chanting "fuck this town" with them. That was amazing. Because
Of course you do.
I felt it. So yeah, fuck
You hate-
Jacksonville.
yeah.
But State University. Let me clarify. The city's okay, but fuck that college.
You're like the opposite of me. I'm like the city fucking sucks. I like the college okay.
Yeah, you might have graduated though.
No, I didn't. But
Oh.
I did not. But like the city's like a small town, a bunch of people who never go to college.
Yeah, well they like
Which is
their
crazy.
Confederate
It's like
statues,
the
though.
cheapest. It's like the cheapest one of the cheapest universities in the nation with the lowest qualifications to get in, and then they're just like, I'm going to drop out of high school halfway through my senior year. That's like who I was surrounded by when I lived out there. I was just like, geez.
Yeah. I just love that there's no economy there. But after other than Treephort, let's see, Nowhere Squares. Those guys were fucking chaos.
Yeah, they're awesome.
And I might barely remember their set, but I do remember having a lot of fun during it. And
TH did a show with them a long time ago.
Yeah, you guys told me about that. Yep. They didn't have a organ player at the time.
Yes, they did.
They did?
Yeah.
It's a different organ
yeah,
player.
they haven't just added an organ player. They've always had one.
Okay, well,
Or they have had one. I don't know if they've always had one.
Well, they have a new organ player who I've been in 2 bands with. Wes Reed, and he is
2 bands.
Shit.
Yeah.
He is so rad. But
and he was almost the drummer of Tiger Hellside.
He was almost drummer down with Bobby.
He played drums at one practice for Tiger Hellside. It was with me and the dude Rob from Broken Dixie Records.
Yeah.
That was going to be the new version of Tiger Hellside.
Yeah.
And then somehow we just lost contact with him. You know how he just kind of disappears sometimes. And then I got together with Andy and we met back up with Rob. Andy played drums.
Yeah.
Rob heard Andy playing drums and
scared him off, apparently.
Andy literally scared him off. Like Rob never contacted me for months after that. Rob was gonna be the new bass player of Tiger Hellside. He really felt like he gelled well with Wes's drums.
Yeah.
And they did on like one song. Their version, like Wes, like something what he did with Chinese Heart sounded like garbage, and that sounded weird. I don't know, but the other songs, I can't remember what the other songs were we played, but they sounded like brilliant. Like they elevated and sounded amazing.
They kind of pushed it out.
But
Wes on stage with the organ, that's something I've never seen before. I've never seen organs be turned on top and someone pin themselves to the stage while they were playing organ.
We are talking electric organs, not organs.
Yeah, it wasn't like built into a church, so that would have.
It also wasn't like it wasn't a giant cock.
Yeah, it wasn't genitals.
It was an electric organ, so it was a vibrator.
Yeah, he wasn't pinned to the floor with genitals, but I like saying genitals. But he did that. He fell off the stage with the organ at one point, didn't he?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
He's one of the best frontmen. At least in Alabama, certainly one of the best frontmen ever. So it's like he's not a frontman in that band, but he was definitely competing with the frontman.
Yeah, they had a seriously cool vibe and sound, and it
was fun watching them fight with the tambourines. They had a tambourine fight. That was pretty good. They fought with them like swords.
I wish I remembered that. Maybe somebody got it on video or on camera.
Maybe.
I'm surprised you didn't interrupt it.
Seemed
like he would have hopped up there and grabbed it or something.
Yeah.
Jesse did hop on the stage several times with the Nowhere Squares.
I was told to take my shirt off, though. Just throwing that out there. A lot of people
he didn't do it.
Will see the photos and be like, Jesse got stupid and took his shirt off. But no, I was told to this time. I didn't. It's not like my friend's wedding where I got drunk and just ripped my shirt off like Hulk Hogan. But there's photos of that online too. But it was a killer set.
Wes also took his shirt off and got sprayed with silly string.
Yeah.
Where did the silly string come from?
Nobody knows. It was
it's
there.
Not. No, stop saying that.
I don't know where it came from.
It's the fucking singer of Nowhere Squares had silly string and ran out and sprayed everybody.
Nobody knows.
It's like it's this big damn mystery. Somehow everybody in my band has no fucking clue that that's where it came from.
I didn't know
Who took silly string to this thing? It's like the Nowhere Squares did.
Well, I feel like Jason.
He hopped out into the middle of y'all and was running around spraying y'all and everybody else.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
well, that sounds quite silly. I love it. But
I ended up with it though.
I kept hearing that. I kept hearing people going like, "Where did the silly strings from?" I was like, "Was nobody looking forward?"
Yeah.
Everybody's still like looking down, and it's all like, "Silly string, what the hell?"
Dude, I wish I remembered the silly string. Rapid Randy played for the first time in 10 years.
8. Stupid.
For the first time in 8 years.
8.5. Moron.
8.69 years. But I had so much fun during that set. And
that turned out really well. Like sometimes when you see a dude saying I don't have a full band, but I'm gonna do my old full band songs with my acoustic guitar. And it's a pop punk guy. It's like, sure, I guess I'll watch that. But no, he gave it first of all, the songs have a shit ton of energy.
Yeah.
Then he gave it a whole mess of energy.
For sure.
And then when the drummers came out.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
when the different drummers came out, then that really added to it. So it was still just exciting and fun.
Yeah.
And there was people dancing and singing along.
And I actually did have a tambourine during that set.
Yes, you did. You broke a tambourine.
I
During
broke Randy's poor mom's tambourine during that set. It was handed to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was great though. I had fun singing along with it, man. And the songs he did by himself and the songs with the drums both worked really well. And I sang my little dick off.
Yep.
My tiny little dick off.
I thought that was going to be the name of a song when you said that. My little dick off.
Like,
I love my little dick off.
I remember that tune by Backseat version. Wait, no.
So I'm looking forward to Randy playing some more,
No,
and
yeah,
I'm also going to coax him with some
Yeah.
cheese or something to be in a band with us.
The Rapid Randy Revival. He is in a band with us. He's in the Brain Trainers.
Yeah, we just haven't met up yet. Which
Well,
we have
that's
to do. And I can't wait to have him back on the show.
It's still a band when you just.
Ran-
Yes, we'll try to get Randy back on because he's been on before, and then we'll get Aaron on as well, and he might be on in that episode.
That would be awesome.
And have them here, and we can sound like dumbasses with them here, and we'll try to do that. But we were talking about maybe doing it maybe this week, but then I never called him.
Well,
I'm a bad friend. I'm about as good at being a friend as I am at
we
podcasting.
We can milk this festival for as long as we want to, so we probably will with other people.
I'll
to get
milk
some
it
more
dry.
perspectives. Yeah, we'll
It just
fucking
look like dangling leather.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna be that raw milk. It's still got the blood in it.
Yeah.
But
Blood milk.
Did anyone catch the Canadians?
Yes. Yeah.
The
Riptides.
The rest of us did.
I was drinking water, rehydrating, and drawing satanic artwork on Andy's windshield.
And making faces at the queers.
Yeah, I was also making faces at the queers. They kept flipping me off, sticking their tongues out, and so I just kept doing the same. It's great.
Were they though?
Well, it was somebody in the band.
Oh,
I don't even know if it was a member of the
band.
band.
It probably wasn't Joe.
It wasn't Joe. Joe was in I think the
driver's seat.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that only happened twice. So, but anyway.
Yeah, the Riptides were good.
Most of it was just me drawing satanic stuff with my fingers on your car window and hydrating. But the Riptides.
Yeah, they're good.
Talk about their set. Tell me about it because I haven't heard it.
They played well.
Yeah,
played well.
I've been listening to them a lot lately on Spotify. And
They're fast and fun, and if you like the queers, you should find a lot to like in them. I think that's about the best way to put it because they definitely a good band to be on tour with the queers.
They actually, after the set, they pulled me aside because of my Jughead beanie, and they talked to me about getting the artist from one of the Archie comics to help them with one of their record covers and back of record covers. So their record looks like them, but the Archie's drawing style, and on the back it's got a amalgamation of Betty and Veronica just looking all hot with a Canadian flag in the background. So that was really dope.
Nice. They really talk about being Canadian a lot, which makes me wonder what the hell they talk about when they're in Canada.
I don't
when they're in Canada. What are they talking about?
They
well, I just came from America, and then they just go Americans.
Yeah.
America.
Well, now they can make fun of Alabama.
But I mean, I kid you not. Between every song, they're all like, "Eh," and Canada.
Ontario is the capital of Canada, right? On the spot.
Why would you do this?
Name it, because you asked me to name a New Order album. That's why. I'm gonna pull a geography question out at you. Ottawa is the capital of Canada. I'm gonna laugh so hard. Don't at me, bros.
If only we had some kind of portable technology that could give us information.
I put mine in airplane mode because I'm not a Neanderthal. Whenever we podcast,
why do you put it in airplane mode?
Because
you could just turn it on silent.
We're flying into the danger zone when we start this podcast. That's why.
That's true.
They were really fucking cool. I found out I can't be a Canadian citizen because I have 3 DUIs, so I can't move over there, which is depressing.
It says here the capital of Canada is Toronto.
Oh.
Yep. See, stupid.
It says Ottawa.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah,
that's where that mayor smoked crack. So
Toronto,
their mayor smoked crack.
Yeah, I think
the guy. Rob
Toronto's
Ford.
mayor. The dude
Previous,
looked like Don Vito.
Mayor. Yeah,
his name was
Rob Ford. Yeah,
that guy was hilarious.
He's crazy. He liked football. I think he's dead now, right?
Yeah.
You've been to Vancouver before, right? Haven't you?
Yeah.
I want to go there just because I want to see a Canucks game, but now I want to see a Senators game because I met some folks from Ottawa too. I also want to see if the fucking Leafs play. But apparently I'm not welcome in Canada.
I would have just assumed that anyway.
Yeah.
Not
they would have
welcome
taken
to Jacksonville or Canada.
They would have taken a look at you and just been like, nah.
Yeah.
First of all, he's got that Tiger Hellside taint on him.
Yeah.
That
shouldn't have gotten Tiger Hellside tattooed on my taint. That was probably
that was a bad idea.
Yeah. That's what,
well, first of all,
what happens when you
there's a lot of letters to have to put on that one poor little taint.
That's what happens when you take angel dust and then get a tattoo. But tainted forever. But so,
the Riptides, they like have some really cool like political songs. I think you really like them. They got like Wimpy Goes to Washington and like that. It's really cool.
Yeah, which
I've been listening to them.
If you think like that one of those things that made them go well with the Queers, because the Queers have like Wimpy drives through Harlem and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So lots of
a lot of parallels.
Wimpy
there.
stuff.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
leather jackets.
There was a lot of leather jackets to be had there. There's also a lot of to go with those leather jackets, Ramones covers.
Yeah,
because they did Bonzo Goes to Bitburg, and then the Queers did Sheena as a Punk Rocker.
Yeah.
And what was weird is Skeptic came on before them. We love Skeptic. Skeptic's our buddies.
Didn't do their covers.
Skeptic didn't do their covers.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever seen Skeptic where they didn't do Ramones covers.
Yeah, because I remember that set.
Yeah, they normally do like Commando and Warthog.
Yeah, because they did it at GAD
Fest. Yep.
Which we will talk about later.
Yes.
But during one of the pits, might have been Nowhere Squares. I ate monitor, like my face full on monitor.
I've never understood why you call it Dick Monitor.
Yeah.
Never.
Because it's a monitor lizard, man. They look like dicks, right?
But no,
your friend Monitor.
JW got knocked around a little bit.
I either got herpes that night or my whole face got busted, and it's a toss-up.
Could be both, honestly.
Column A, column B.
Yeah.
Both.
But
I told Aaron if he finds any teeth in the monitor, just to mail them to me.
And he actually started looking for them.
Yeah. Also, shout out to that the dude that was moshing the whole time and
with the
kept
one
trying
leg.
to share his burgers. Yeah, he's badass. He's a badass.
He came all the way from Birmingham.
Mm-hmm. He hitchhiked,
And
right?
yeah, he rode with somebody.
What a hard ass, man. In the pit there. But that's awesome. I want some overalls, but also I feel like I'm too lazy to put them on.
I think overalls are terrible.
Overall?
Yeah, they are.
I like them.
Coveralls are better than overalls.
What about an overall with the motorcycle jacket on top of it?
Well, I mean, if it covers up the fact that you're wearing overalls, I guess. I mean,
But so
you wear like one strap hanging undone. It's just like you're destroying society.
Let's talk about Skeptic's set.
Skeptic was great.
It was so brutal. I mean, I know like that's the first time because I heard their set from outside the last show, which we can talk about later. But I was full on right there in front of them, and man, they have some fucking energy, dude.
That was it was relentless energy. It helps that the sound was really good. We'll get to that later too. The sound really, really helped.
Thanks,
that went
Aaron.
a long way towards them. Yeah. Aaron did a lot to help him with that. I mean, they didn't help him with that. That made it sound like he made them sound good. He allowed them to sound good.
Yeah, he
because they sound great, and it's impressive because our last two shows we've done have had Skeptic at them, and their performance wasn't that much different. I would say it's just the sound, but they have had different members at both shows and not their full lineup because things just haven't landed that way. So they've had different people there. So that really screwed up Matthew from our band because he was just like. I had him going like I was telling him it was a different band at first because there was like some different members and stuff. He's like, "Wait, that's not the band that played with us before." I was like, "Yeah, it is now."
Yeah, I really did enjoy him a lot more the other night because I mean, for one thing, like I think they did sound better, but also like the energy at that show.
They had a
was
much better energy to feed off.
It might be because they didn't go on at 1 a.m. too.
Yeah, they went on last at the other show and it was everybody was tired at that point, and
also just the energy at this festival was just pure chaos. I really enjoyed it. It was a good feeling. I think it was because there were so many people there that haven't seen each other in a long time, and so many people there that are just so dedicated.
It was a whole lot of old dudes hugging each other.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking awesome.
A lot of 40-year-olds snuggling.
Yeah, dude, it was great. But yeah, and the Queers played.
They did.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
They played music. It turns out.
Yeah. I talked to Joe about his Shield, the Marvel shirt.
Yeah.
So that's the conversation I had with him.
And now Stan Lee's dead. See what you fucking did.
Yeah.
I know, dude. That's what happens, man. I bought the Beastie Boys like Pollywog Stew EP, and then fucking MCA died.
Oh.
And like I walked into the record store the next day, and he's like, "You fucking killed the Beastie Boys, dude." But love Stan Lee. Great power comes great responsibility.
Shitty rapper though.
Yes.
Not much of a rapper.
Did Stan Lee actually?
I'm sure
you're
he's
making me think that because
sure he's on
of
something.
all the things he did, I'm sure he's rapped at some point.
He's not much of a metal artist either. Like, I don't really like his metal album.
But Stan Lee,
his time, he was pretty good in the Dickies.
the Ramones cover
Stan Lee.
of Spider-Man is one of my favorite covers of all time. And
Which
I love
one?
The one that was on the cartoon show.
There's more than one cover. I know. No, I mean, a lot of people
Are you getting me back from Canada?
Yeah, Canada's your fault. No, but no, what? No, that's something I wanted to bring up. People don't talk about this, but there's two versions of the Ramones version of Spider-Man. Like Ramones covering Spider-Man. There's two versions of it out there. There's the one from the Saturday morning thing, and
that's the one I remember.
And then there's one that's a hidden bonus track on Adios Amigos, their last album. But it's not on every copy of the CD. It's only on some of them. I've bought that CD 3 times.
Trying to find it.
And the first one I had back in high school when it was brand new had it on there.
Yeah.
Then later on I got a copy that didn't have it.
Yeah.
And then I got another one since then that does have it. And the overall production seems like bigger and fuller. It matches more Adios Amigos sound. But I think the guitar has a little bit more kind of like Chuck Berry lead kind of stuff sound like going on in the Saturday morning one. So they're and the vocals are definitely different. Like, you know how the Saturday morning one, Joey ends with Spider-Man. He doesn't do that. He does the classic Spider-Man. You know how all of his, you know how all the Ramones songs end with a that's it. Kind of ends with that. Man.
Yeah, I think I heard the one that wasn't on Adios Amigos on Saturday morning because they had a music video for one of them. Was animated.
Yeah, that's the one
But there is a definite punk rock Stan Lee connection, especially the
Ramones, he's in the Dickies.
The Ramones had fucking
Stan Lee's in the Dickies. What? You don't believe me?
They fucking had comics for all the Ramones at one point in time, or at least covers. Yeah, cover art. But
so Stan Lee is in the Queers.
Yeah.
Played at the show.
Yeah,
we got to see him one last time.
The Queers were fucking great. I really enjoyed the set. It was fucking chaotic, and it was a lot of fun to see everyone sing along with it. Oh, there's a guy named Stan Lee in the Dickies.
That's right. And now he's dead because of you.
But I was never a huge fan of the Dickies. But
and now they killed themselves.
Yeah. Jesse hates the Dickies.
Jason hates. Jason.
The Red
JW. It's because you said Jesse, and I just combined JW, Jesse. Two completely different people.
Yeah, the Queers played what? Kicked Out of the Weeblos. They played
Punk Rock Girl.
Yeah, punk.
Yeah. Yummy Punk Rock Girl.
Yeah, Punk Rock Girls. Yeah, they played that. That was fun. I was like, they didn't play Dead Milkmen. Fuck. But yeah, that was badass. It was a fun set, and I'm glad that they didn't go on too late. But
no, they had fun. They did like a fun set. They're asking like, what other songs should we do? And they talked about their time, like talked about knowing Randy and stuff.
I know that was amazing. I love that. That was badass.
Yeah.
It felt like really like at home, like they were at home. You know.
Yeah, it was very.
Yeah. Even though they said they almost drove to Jacksonville, Florida at first.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
We all know they've been to Alabama before.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we almost drove to Jacksonville, Florida. Anyway.
So. Yeah, just to
get out of Jacksonville,
just
Alabama.
not to be in Jacksonville, Alabama.
But so yeah, it was a great festival. All the bands that played were fucking fun as shit. And
Dirty Lungs were good.
Yes, Dirty Lungs.
Yeah. the
Ronnie
Dirty
Lee
Lines.
Gibson.
Yep.
Holy shit, they were good.
Yeah.
And they were like,
I felt like they were kind of the odd men out with that too, though. They kind of
They
didn't
were.
match. Like none of the bands sounded the same at this show, but
They
they were like they were the least matchy of the bunch. I think.
Yeah, they were very different. They're not like really punk. I don't know. They kind of jam. They jam a whole lot.
But they made it
But
work.
they like
They definitely went well
they
with it.
definitely weren't soft. Like, they were definitely.
Yeah, it wasn't like wimpy or anything.
They were definitely erect during the set. Like it was.
I was definitely erect during the set.
Everyone in the building was erect during the set.
Yep.
And
there was blood leaking out of my dick.
Yeah, same. So yeah, I might have gotten something else besides herpes that night. But man, the guitar, the vocals, like everything, and they both played solos, like a shitload of them too, and they were just fucking rad, dude.
They're both like such great guitar players. Like, you can just tell.
I mean, they're no Adam Harmless, but
yeah, I mean, no, they're no Adam Harmless. They're no Andy. There's no Andy Smith. On
Yeah,
guitar there,
my solo for pre-workout is 2 notes, and I play them at the same time. So
yes,
fucking punk.
That's some Guitar Hero shit right there.
Yeah. Just plastic guitar. That's what I'm gonna come up there with next. But so that was a lot of fun. It was a great festival.
Have you ever listened to Guitar Hero bands? Like bands who play with like real rock band instruments?
No, but
like,
I know every cover band at every bar around here just covers the songs from those games.
Yeah, that's what they do. What's a good way to do it? But no, if you should look it up sometime. There's people who like turn them into like real instruments. They can use and stuff. Yep.
I know I really like Anamanaguchi, and they have a modded Nintendo on stage when they play.
Yeah.
They're one of my favorite bands.
Well, there's for a while there was a big thing with using Game Boys to make music, make 8-bit music. Malcolm McLaren got really into it. He was kind of pushing that for a while there.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
that became a thing. What I used to do for some of my noise stuff is I would take a Game Boy cartridge and rip it out of the Game Boy, and it just make this repeated staticky rhythm. And I would just use that for stuff. But yeah, that's totally on subject.
Hell yeah. Great.
That's like Dirty Lung sounded like that, but like 1,000 times better.
Yes.
So.
And then yep. Like
so also playing that show was Justify These Scores, and I actually played a show with them way back in the day, like 2011, maybe 2012.
Andy was
back
8 years old.
Yeah, I was like 8 years old, maybe 9, and I was in the Andes.
He just got kicked out of the Weebelows.
Yeah, he was in the Andes, still playing the skin flute.
Yeah. But so it was kind of cool to get to see them play again.
Yeah, he got his punk rock badge on his Weebelows outfit.
Yeah. So I actually had one of their shirts from that. I guess I got one at that show.
Yeah.
That I played with them back then.
I'm sure Frog appreciated that. He was like, hell yeah.
Yeah. I think.
I talked to Frog a little bit too. That was cool. They played a great set, and my friend Kobe used to play guitar with them, and so it was good to finally see him. I'd heard about him for so long, and he was a tattoo artist. Does he still take tattoos? I don't know. Who knows? But I know.
Secret.
I know.
I wanted to get a taint tattooed onto my neck.
Oh yeah. Did you get my taint with Tiger Helicide?
Tattooed onto my neck.
Tattooed on your neck.
Brilliant.
It's gonna be a hairy Tiger Helicide tattoo.
It will be.
Your hair and my hair.
And then I'll get Adam's
Weave it.
neck with Jesse's taint tattooed on my neck. So it'll be a neck
You're
on
not
my
committing
taint.
to the taint.
You're not going to commit to the taint?
I don't know.
Not even
Taint?
hypothetically?
Not even
Oh,
joking.
wait, are we just, this is hypothetical? I thought we were being serious.
No.
Oh, no, I actually have the tattoo. But, like I said, angel dust. You know, it does crazy things to you. But, so, GAD Fest.
I believe that's the fourth Faith No More album. Angel Dust.
Angel Dust.
That'd be the second one with Mike Patton singing.
Yeah, like, I mean, I heard the Beastie Boys, and I was just like, you know, I got to get dusted. I guess we can move on to GADFest, unless there's anything else you guys want to cover about.
I don't know. Well, I hope that we have a lot more shows like this, and that's there were so many good feelings. Aaron felt good about it. Randy felt good about it. I felt good about it. All the people who came there, they were happy. Because here's what was great about it was, as much as I said, it was a bunch of 40-year-olds hugging each other. There was a bunch of young people who showed up to it too. God, I really just made myself sound old. I'm like, young people showed up.
These
we appealed to the youth.
The youth showed up.
So
more people showed up.
But it was something that everybody could be there together and have fun, and it felt like a big important show, but it also felt like comfortable and relaxing, and there were like
no major incidents.
There was no fights, nothing.
Yeah, it went by pretty much without
it was great. The art was great there, so it was just everybody. The only thing is, I wish there could have been more people there. But I think it's just that people just there hadn't been anything like that there in so long, and really there hadn't been anything like that there.
Yeah.
Certainly not in Jacksonville,
I think if more stuff like that starts to happen, I think more people will be.
So it definitely more needs to happen and everything. We gave out a whole shit ton of zines. Randy went around and started handing them out to people.
That's badass.
Stuff,
I handed out a few, but I didn't want to just like overstep my bounds and just start throwing zines.
No, everybody. So we got them all.
Making them rain.
Got a whole mess of them given out and everything. So that's
amazing.
good. So I think more people will be reading it and hopefully contributing to it and that kind of thing. So it was a lot of fun, and there was a lot of camaraderie, and that's a big thing. And there are punk bands in the Jacksonville area, and I would love for Jacksonville, Anniston area, and I'd love for them to be able to get on to some more of those shows. This was seemed like more Birmingham bands.
Yeah.
That's the Brian Burke's connection, I'm sure, because he's all in the Birmingham scene and everything.
Yeah, and
Aaron's come from there with Syndicate Lounge.
Just while I'm talking, like looking down at my Pepsi, it's kind of shaking a little bit, and I think there might be rumblings of more shows in the future. So hopefully we can make that happen, because that was amazing.
Yes, we get to go on at 1:30 next time.
Yeah. We're gonna shoot.
Moving on up in the
in
the world.
Yeah. Hopefully when we do a brunch show, it'll be bottomless mimosas. Yeah. But yeah. Bloody Marys for the moon. But I'm kidding. I don't. There's no gender, whatever.
Well, I mean, it's a drink.
Yeah.
How could it have a gender?
Well, like people.
I don't want a dick in my drink.
Yeah.
For the last time, Andy.
Yeah.
Stop putting your dick in my drink.
How the fuck?
I gotta stir it.
Yeah.
Stir it.
Yeah, especially your non-alcoholic Bloody Mary. It's gonna be great. I'm sure it's gonna be awesome for you.
My Bloody Shirley.
Your Bloody Shirley? Oh my God, that's the most terrifying thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, she's not supposed.
My Bloody Temple.
Yeah, can I have a Bloody Shirley?
I like a Bloody Shirley. Like a Bloody Shirley temple.
It's like, so we don't serve that. She's not bleeding yet.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, shit. And give her about. Well, I don't know. She's like probably decayed now.
Yeah, she's been dead a couple years.
Oh yeah. So I still think
Shirley Temple Black is gone.
Yeah, those fucking
I just think
commercials are not current.
Yeah, I just think of all those like movies that.
Yeah.
I was actually watching the Shirley Temple story show yesterday.
We have a song about Shirley Temple too.
That's true.
Yeah. How is Shirley Temple? I've never seen it. I've only seen the.
Well, it's like her when she was like an adult, and it's like kind of like a story thing, like a storytelling thing. And
that's dope.
And they act out it's kind of like watching a play.
Yeah.
Or like a British show.
Like the
ones from like the 70s and 80s, where you just be like you watch like an old Doctor Who, and you're just kind of like, ooh, that sounds a little. Whew.
Or like the bad Monty Python sketches.
Yeah, but at least they're Monty Python.
Yeah, you're right.
They knew what they were doing.
And now for something completely different. Let's talk about GAD Fest.
GAD Fest. GAD Fest was amazing. We made some money so we can print more GADs this year or this coming year. That's a good thing.
Yeah, y'all remember GAD Fest? That's that thing that we couldn't stop talking about for weeks, and then
we stopped talking about it
because we were GAD festing, and then punk rock art music festival, Brothers Bar festing.
Yeah. So the GAD Fest went well. I mean, we went on after the still keeping a connection with punk rock art. There was a punk rock flea market right before that.
And shout out to Dawn fucking Irwin for her badass fucking art and having a table at both those. I think Brian had a table at both of them too.
No, Brian wasn't.
Brian wasn't at
the flea market one, I don't think.
Well, I have a shitty memory.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say anything. Totally was.
Ottawa is the capital of Canada. Remember that? Fuck Adam. But
that's true.
Yeah. So the
I was thinking of French Canada.
Capital. That's Paris,
which is Paris.
Hilton. But
Paris Hilton.
So the art festival at GAD Fest.
What am I supposed to do without a phone during this podcast?
You gotta put it on airplane mode.
Airplane mode.
We're about to fly straight the fuck into the danger zone.
Okay.
So the art festival at GAD Fest was awesome. There was so much shit I wanted to buy, but I'm a broke ass punk. But it was great to look at all of it.
That's always the problem with punk rock art is that punks don't have money.
Yeah, there's a thing. We're kind of fucking broke.
Broke. And the ones who do have money blow it on stupid shit.
But yeah,
usually they're broke friends.
There were so many tables there, and it was great to see everybody fucking show up in costume. Shout out to Ronnie Ramone for being a Nintendo Ghostbuster, the black and white, and fucking Mothman in the same fucking night.
Yeah,
that was dope as fuck.
Yeah, it was great. It was nice. That was the thing we got. For those of you who have forgotten, the GAD Fest was on the last Saturday before Halloween, so it was Halloween. And we had the vampire pageant.
Yeah, that was dope as shit. There were a lot of fantastic women.
So that went well. It was good that there was a lot of people that dressed up, and big thank you to Ruthie for putting that on and running all that, because I would have just destroyed that thing. That would have just made everything fail. Same thing with Selena doing everything at the GAD Fest. I was like, there's no way I could.
I can't thank Selena enough for all the stuff that she does all the time. Selena, if you're listening to this, which you probably aren't, but thank you so much, Selena, for everything that you do. Yeah, the dude from Johnny the Black Frames, he was the host.
He was like a host for it.
And they all did little write-ups for their vampire characters were, and there were some amazing write-ups that really had me like guffawing. You know, I was a bit flabbergasted at how creative they were, and some of the outfits were just like mind-blowing. You know, I mean, they were like vampires from outer space and shit. It was fucking awesome. But I really enjoyed that part as well. Let's move on to the music.
Let's talk about music.
Yeah.
So first we had The Devil's Got a Hold on Me, right?
I've heard of that band. Yes, The Devil's Got a Hold on Me, and they were great.
Zach fucking Irwin, Dickie fucking Green. Like, I fucking love those dudes. I met the rest of the band that night, and they fucking killed it, dude. Like, whenever they would go into their, like, fast parts, their songs, man, I just wanted to, like, flip cop cars, like, you know, and just, like, bust out windows, metaphorically.
Yes. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was just, like, ride-inducing music, which I thought was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were fucking great.
And then, who else?
Then we had the Dirty Scavengers.
They used to be a cover band, and now they are not. Now they do their own music, which is really, really good.
And it was really dirty, and it was really fucking punk. I liked it.
Yeah, they were great. And these are some old school folk doing that. And these guys know punk rock is supposed to taste like.
Yeah, it tasted like salt.
Tasted very punky.
Yeah. And
salty,
salt and piss.
Salty and punky.
Yeah. That's the new Lay's flavor, by the way. It went out.
Yeah.
It beat chicken.
Salted punk.
Time. Yeah, salt and piss.
Salt and piss. Salt and piss. Salty piss. Piss and vinegar.
Yeah, fucking try to beat that out, Golden Flake.
Yeah, and then Tiger Helicide played.
Yeah,
and that was our first performance with our full lineup.
It was a pretty good practice.
5-piece. It was a damn good practice.
Yeah. And for the most part, we had our full lineup playing.
Yeah.
Until like the very end.
Yeah, and it went. We're about to get. But yeah, we'll see. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm just gonna fucking say it. Our sound sucked. Like the sound at GADFest was. The bands were so great that a lot of people didn't notice how bad the sound was. But for a show that had a sound guy and a big fancy PA and all this other shit, it's like the sound was pretty terrible. And the guy was kind of new at it. I don't have anything against him, but the sound pretty damn close to like musical sabotage.
I would have liked to just play straight through the amps like we did Copper Top if I could go back and just be like, no, we don't need the sound system.
I mean, it really was like, because there was so many times, and Dirty Scavengers were having problems with not being able to hear their guitars and stuff, and they were trying to get their guitars louder in the monitors and shit like that. And
see, I'm not used to fancy shit like monitors.
So it was really inconsistent. So like we ended up having problems with our bass sound, and then we're fiddling around with that forever. And we were putting on a pretty good show, and everybody was a lot of people were impressed with us. Yeah. And I mean, a lot of people were like, "Who the fuck are those idiots?" But
yeah,
it's like, God,
And that's what we go for.
But
That's what we aim for.
Who the fuck are those idiots? But then
we want to impress and equally have people say, who the fuck are those idiots?
Yeah. We try. It's a gentle balance.
It's gentle balance, yeah.
But the sound wasn't that great. But there was a whole lot of happy people there, a lot of camaraderie, and things ran a little behind. Skeptic did get to play. They put on a great show. They were fantastic. Again, like sound wasn't as good and stuff. They put on, I would say, the show. I don't want to say they put on a better show. The show went better at the brother show, at the queer show.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say they put on a better show because it's not like I'm not gonna say they like tried harder or whatever. It's just like the situation.
It's probably because I wasn't inside for the Warner Brothers. I
Could.
think I am the factor.
They were
Could
saving
be.
it. They were saving their good show for you.
For you. That's what it was. But GADFest 3 was a really big success. We made close to the same amount of money we did at last year's GADFest, but last year's GADFest was over 2 nights. This was 1 night, and we made almost as much as in 2 nights.
Yeah.
At the other one, when all the stuff's tallied up. So that's pretty good, and that goes to pay for making more copies of the zine.
Yeah.
Because that's a free thing that we give out. And there was a lot of people having fun. A lot of people won stuff in the raffle.
Oh yeah, and shout out to Cassie from Cancer Slug for doing the judge.
She was one of the judges in the thing.
For the vampire pageant.
Oh yeah, we didn't say who the winner was of the vampire pageant.
Yeah. Who was it? Wait, I know.
Put you on the spot.
They are on stage with Michael Graves probably right now.
Yep.
Michael Graves is playing in Huntsville. It is Kara Shook. She was the winner. Glad we didn't. What was his name? Steve Harvey. Fuck Steve Harvey.
I'm glad we didn't fuck Steve Harvey. That would have sucked.
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck him.
Yeah.
Please don't make me fuck him. I can't even.
Yeah.
Don't even have any hair to pull
I bet
except for
he
his
tastes
mustache.
like saxophone spit. But
Bardom.
But yeah, fuck Steve Harvey. And congratulations to Kara Shook. I hope you're having a great time at the Michael Graves show tonight. And yeah, definitely. What was that other badass band that Cassie was in?
Devil's Teeth.
Devil's Teeth were so fucking
Devil's
rad.
Teeth. I love Devil's Teeth. I love Bad Vibes. That's her current like solo stuff she does.
I haven't heard any of that shit. I want to fucking
Bad Vibes. You should check it out. I'll play some for you sometime.
Yeah.
I think she's only put up one thing. It's on like YouTube, but it's really good. If you like Devil's Teeth, you should like it.
Fuck yeah,
And
Devil's Teeth was I heard it and I was like, yeah.
And
I don't know why I turned.
she's in a band, another band now.
Really?
Talking Shit.
Talking Shit. Those are all great
She
bands.
plays in a band called Talking Shit.
Yeah, that's in the Alabama Underground Music Directory. Saw that because I was going over that today.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It is in there, right?
Yes,
I
Talking
put-
Shit is.
Yeah,
I don't
put
think.
Talking Shit in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That other thing that you said was not.
Bad Vibes.
Bad Vibes is not.
Bad Vibes might not be. Oh shit! That
We
doesn't
are
slap.
growing. The whole show was fucking great, man.
Yeah, it was
so
good.
great to see everybody in costume. Fucking like I got served drinks by Tank Girl. Like that was just fucking badass. My friend Colby came with us. And
That didn't happen. He was on Angel Dust again. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking
I'm
about.
actually on Angel Dust right now.
Yeah.
Just in case I have
Yeah.
a problem.
He's just
Yeah.
really calm about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We had, my brother came with us to both of these shows. He helped out a lot. He helped hold down the table and stuff.
Shout out
That's
to
good.
Drew.
Yeah, Drew. And then also,
Colby.
then Colby came to the GADFest. You're talking about him. He's the original singer of Tiger Helicide.
Yeah, if you heard, or if you saw a guy with like long hair, a Jason mask, and a sombrero just lurking, that was totally Colby.
Yep.
But he took his mask off later.
He didn't even know it was Halloween.
Yeah, it's just his normal
That's
day.
just what he wears. Just what he wears at the hospital.
Yeah.
What? He doesn't work there either.
He's just there.
He's just there at the hospital. He just goes there for the view.
If you
They got a great view of the
Yeah.
the Goodyear plant
Exactly.
hospital.
That's
just
an
loves it.
interesting horror movie. Just a guy who hangs out at the hospital where people die, and he doesn't kill them. But
He
he's
doesn't
wearing a
kill 'em,
Jason
he just
mask
watches.
and a sombrero. But
It's always a bummer when you're at the hospital and you're stuck sitting there waiting in the hallway and they just pull up a body next to you and it's just sitting there next to the body. That sucks.
yeah,
I wish they wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
If you're listening to this and you work at a hospital, please don't put a dead body next to me. That
Kinda
bums me
bummer.
out.
It's a bummer.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Um,
Don't get pissed at me when I put my coffee on them. Shit.
You drink hospital coffee? You fucking Neanderthal? I'm gonna call you Neanderthal.
It's the only coffee I drink. I only drink hospital coffee.
I only drink hospital
That's
coffee.
what
I don't drink
Starbucks
it unless it
is
comes
over
out of a
there.
vending machine.
Oh, fuck
You gotta go to the
Starbucks.
Starbucks over at the...
I only drink coffee out of a vending machine.
Starbucks can eat a bag of both, whatever, just any sort of genitalia. It doesn't have to be human, alien genitalia. And I'm not talking about like, I'm talking about like gray.
Like old?
Like the fucking almond shaped eyes. God, you're making me sound racist. What if the aliens are listening to this shit? Like,
Yeah, the aliens are listening. They're like, we're not gray.
yeah, we don't have
fucking
almond shaped
purple.
eyes. You
How you
fucking
talking about?
racist.
Purple, and we have...
It's like we're walking around with these hexagonal bug eyes. And you're saying,
Hexagonal bug eyes. Fucking shit. Hopefully they don't look like those pieces of shit from Suicide Squad. That was horrible.
oh, God, yeah.
Those
You
fucking,
talking about the actors?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm talking
God,
about
you
Jared
hate
Leto.
Will
Yeah.
Smith, too.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck 30 Seconds to Mars, too. And Starbucks. You guys are both shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But GADFest was fun.
GADFest was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Jared Leto wasn't there. Neither was
Yeah,
Starbucks.
that made it go a lot better.
Yeah.
But no, it was a lot of fun, and yeah. Thank you to Selena and Ruthie and everybody else who helped make that thing really something. And everybody who gave prizes for the raffle, because that's a big deal. Rapid Randy gave us a bunch of shit for the raffle. There was a bunch of Backseat Virgin stuff and things like that for it. And Alabama Sharp donated another Knockabouts record. Remember, he had donated three or two last year.
God, the Knockabouts are so good.
Yeah. So yeah, somebody went away with the Knockabouts record, and
I gave some CDs.
yep.
I know people were
There's
really
some
happy.
Andy Smith CDs being used as coasters right now.
So we got that Michael Graves skateboard. too,
Yeah, I
that
had my
you
Michael
bought.
Graves skateboard. I bought a Michael Graves skateboard deck, so I put that there. There
Can't
was
wait to see pictures from the show tonight.
yeah.
From Michael's show.
Hmm. The reason why we're not there, by the way, is we are exhausted and penniless
Yeah.
from these two big shows. Like we have money, but the money we have is strictly for the zine. That is not money. That's like a group's money. That money belongs to like 50 people.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing we have. So
We're not
just,
gonna dip into it, like
Yeah.
any Alabama politician.
Yeah. We're not Alabama politicians.
Yeah.
We're
And
Alabamians.
it is a weeknight, and some of us have to work in the mornings.
Oh yeah, by the way, I think I have to do the mail in the morning. By the way, I lost my Walt Maddox pin at the festival this weekend and gained a Rapid Randy pin. So Rapid Randy, you have to run for governor next time. So I expect Punk Rock 101 to be taught in all public schools.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Randy, we got your back.
Rapid Randy. Okay. But yeah. So is there anything else about GADFest that we're leaving out? But GADFest, I want to thank everybody for coming to that, because that's such a big deal. That was our big show. I know there was a lot of competition because it was the weekend before Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So for the people who came out, even if they came out for just a few minutes just to see us, that was
Thanks for fucking coming out.
that really meant a lot to me. That was a really big deal.
Yeah, 'cause there's a lot of other stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean, there was Ghost Fest going on, and a lot of the same people who read GAD would be attending Ghost Fest and things like that. We have a lot of the same bunches. So Anna's Ghost has a lot of the same audience as us.
Definitely, and it was just it's good to know that we have some the Huntsville scene is so vast that there were so many people there.
Yeah.
And the art show I know helped that a lot. The flea market, I mean, but there was so much art there.
It all
they
blurs
called it an
together.
art show.
Yeah, the flea market's an art show. That's pretty much what it was.
So it was.
I didn't see a
great.
damn flea.
GAD Fest was one of the greatest nights I can remember.
Yeah.
In my life.
Yeah,
so,
GAD Fest was great.
I enjoyed it. And also this festival was one of the greatest nights I don't remember.
Yeah.
So,
It's kind of great. It's kind of interesting. In the last 3 weeks, we've had two of our biggest shows and most important, and somehow you were there for it.
yeah, I
how that
know.
happened.
I just
Who let him in?
I had a mental crisis, and I was like, let's start a podcast. And all of a sudden, I'm playing shows with the Queers and Randy from the Backseat Virgins and Skeptic and my heroes, So it's fucking amazing.
I know at this point you just think every show we do is with Skeptic. You're like, they're all gonna be great. We're
Yeah,
playing Skeptic all the time.
It's gonna be fucking playing it all.
Like Skeptic.
Yeah.
We're gonna be playing a show. You're like, where the hell is Skeptic
Yeah,
at?
I mean,
And it's like they're not here. It's like they're supposed to be here.
Yeah. I can't wait till we open for Green Day next week. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be amazing. Will be. Because we'd shut them down.
Because we're going to cover a Green Day song.
Yes. We are talking about covering a Green Day song.
We are talking about covering a Green Day. Do we need to announce that to the one listener?
No, it's a warning.
It's a warning.
That makes it sound like
we live without warning.
I know.
Yeah, anything we say, but we're just giving you guys a long view of what might come ahead.
Yes. When we come around to doing such a thing.
At the library.
Yeah, but then who knows? The next show might be like 2,000 light years away.
Yeah, or dominated love. What the fuck?
Adam's definitely the grump.
Remember that one? What's that album with all the dog shit on it? What is it? Oh wait, that's all their albums.
Oh!
See, a lot of people be like, "Oh, Dookie," because it got the dog one throw.
Yeah.
But no, it's not really that. It's not. No.
No, it's 21st Century Breakdown.
It's all of them. Green Day brand frisbee.
Dude. Yeah.
No, I like some Green Day. I guess kind of. When I was a kid, I could put up with.
You know me, I like pop punk.
Yeah. So do I. That's why I don't like Green Day.
Yeah.
Lookout Records was never the same after them. It's like, how old is this guy? You fucked over Lookout Records, you assholes.
Yeah, it's interesting to me. Because, I grew up with, Fat Wreck, Epitaph, and Asian Man being the dominant ones. You know.
I kind of overlook Lookout.
Well, I'm super into Lookout now because of talking to Randy, and he's just like, listen to Squirt Gun, listen to fucking
no, Lookout's why Randy does music.
Mr. T Experience, and he got me into those bands more than because I'd heard Mr. T Experience, but
and of course
didn't
the Queers
fully experience them. Oh, of course the fucking Queers. I've always loved the fucking Queers.
Screeching Weasel.
Screeching Weasel. Back to the Basement. Let's get back to Queers.
Wait, here's something. But here's something we didn't mention. I don't know why I didn't think about this.
Yeah.
When we had Randy on, we talked about the album Beat Off.
Mm-hmm.
And when we're talking about the bad sound on it, we totally forgot to mention, or I didn't think about it, but Ben Weasel produced that.
Oh yeah.
That's why they did song Ben Weasel on there.
It's
like, hey, we're singing about the guy producing for us.
Yeah.
And it sounds like they're making fun of Ben Weasel,
it has the line. It's Ben Weasel. He's so cool.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah.
I mean, it sounded like friends picking on friends.
Yeah. Well, this is before Ben Weasel was socking women out left and right and everything. So that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't punch women.
Don't punch women. Don't punch people.
Yeah. Punching people is not good. It should be a last resort.
That's what bandmates are for.
Last Resort was a good band, but don't punch people. But yeah, Back to the Basement was the record by the Queers that I listened to the most, which had Tip Fuck on it, which is just a wholesome song.
I mostly listened to Beat Off and Day Late and Dollar Short, which that's the one that had all the wimpy songs on it.
Which is great because I beat off the Tip Fuck videos all the time. It's a great show. Glad I got to play a show with the Queers. It's fucking awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, what's next for Tiger Helicide?
Well, we got albums to record.
Yes.
And
that's it.
Hopefully we'll
play a show again eventually.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. We plan on playing more shows. We're definitely going to get more rehearsals in.
I'm going to get my herpes medication.
Yeah, get the herpes medication taken care of. So, yeah, Tiger Helicide, we're still working on our acoustic album. And we are currently writing songs for our third full length. I'm saying the third full length because the acoustic album will probably come out after. Yeah. After the third full length. It's because it's more like something we're putting together off and on here and there. So I picture the third full length coming out there. But we're doing something that Tiger Helicide has never done for a full length album.
Have band practice?
Okay, yeah. that and we're actually coming together and working on songs as a band, coming up with. Now it doesn't mean we're all just writing every single song together, but different people are coming up hey, I've got this part of a song here. You know this because you're bringing song parts and stuff. Yeah. And so in the past, the way most of the songs have come together have been Adam has a song, and then everybody turns it into something that's listenable, and that's kind of it. And now it's going to be some of that still, obviously, but a lot of it's going to be us hey, I have an idea, or hey, I have this part of a song, and then we're now recording all of our practices.
Yeah, and that's where pre-workout came from.
Yeah, pre-workout came from that. So
it just kind of organically happened.
Exactly, and ends up being a song everybody likes, and we're opening our sets with it. So that's now that we're doing that, the songs are. I think the third album's easily going to be our best, but the other 2 full lengths we've had have been almost more about saving the band than making a creative statement in a way.
Yeah.
And they were compromised in their ideas, because Fight Fear Riot, that album was everybody else had left the band and it was me and Casey trying to record it. And then what happened was we had home recorded an EP and we were working on new material, and Colby rejoined the band.
Yeah.
And he was going to do the vocals. And so we were re-recording like half the album is songs that were already on our EP. The reason why we're doing this is because it was going to be, now Colby's going to sing it.
Yeah.
But then he ended up skipping out and getting kicked out again.
Yeah.
And so I ended up singing them. So it's like kind of rehashing some songs. Of course, the sound quality's better and everything, so that's fine. But that was us just going like, we don't know if we're going to be a band.
Yeah, and we finally released the first single that I got to play with the band.
Yep.
So.
Finally got you released released with you on there. But
Punk
that's it.
Rock
But like,
fanzine on YouTube, Tiger Helliside Punk Rock.
Yeah,
and
Check out
it's
our
on
new song.
Spotify.
it's on
Spotify
everything.
as well.
Yeah, it's
So yeah, check out Punk Rock Fanzine. It's on everything now.
It's on MTV with Carson Daly.
Yeah. No, it's not.
catch it on the.
Yeah.
Don't turn on MTV.
Yeah, please don't.
That's a
There's
dirt-
not going to be any music.
That was a dirty trick.
Yeah, Carson Daly does have a job somewhere.
There's
but it's
there's
not
no
on- it's not
music
on
and
MTV.
barely even any TV.
Yeah. It's
So-
probably, I think it's like right now it's like the Alabama version of Jersey Shore. That's on
Yeah,
there
or
now.
something. So Mobile Shore.
Mobile Shore, fuck.
Like I was gonna say, like our second album was me and Andy basically saving the band, and we got Jacob to come back and join, and then so both of those are like not quite documentation, because I've said that before. I don't necessarily love like doing recordings. This is just us documenting us at this time, man. And this is like we just set up the mics and we don't even hardly produce this thing or anything. I feel like we just layer bullshit on. I prefer to do that because it's a different thing. I think more arty. It's not like if you want to capture our live energy, then we'll do a live album or something. Not so anyway. Both the full lengths have been us about more like trying to save the band in a way.
Yeah.
Whereas-
and then the world.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
the universe.
Exactly. And it's not like this album's like, well, now we don't have any worries or concern, because this album's actually more stressful than the previous ones. Because before it's just like, I've got something. What can you do with it?
Yeah.
And even the stuff where we jammed things on the second album, it was more like, we jammed the stuff and then we put stuff on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we stand by everything that went on there. It wouldn't have been on there if we didn't stand by it. But hey, kids.
Rocky Road High School.
Yeah. but this is actually us like working on new material and writing stuff, and we've already got, I mean, I'm already excited about it, like way more excited about this than anything we've done in the past. And it's going to really blow away what we've done up to this point.
Yeah, we're
Although
going to
Punk Rock
blow
Fanzine's
all
pretty-
you guys and gals away.
We will blow.
And we'll blow something.
But Punk Rock Fanzine turned out really, really well.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud of it. And that's a hell of a way for you to start, because the sound sounds great on there.
Yeah,
So.
it's my favorite Tiger Helliside song. And
Vocals
it
kinda
definitely
shitty.
has nothing to do with the fact that I'm
It's
on
not
Yeah.
biased at all.
Yeah, it's
not biased
biased.
anyway.
I did studies. They're backed by Stanford. The political science department helped me out with that.
Yeah.
It does seem to be very popular, because I can see that all the insights on Spotify.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Andy actually looks at stuff.
Yeah,
He looks at things.
I can tell who is listening to our stuff. So
Yeah, Andy's the fucking NSA of our band.
yeah.
Fancy. Oh, we are still. I think it's worth mentioning the project, because we haven't done a podcast in a while, like a regular podcast. So it is good to talk about what we're doing, not just promoting our band, but just saying that we're busy doing shit.
Yeah.
Let people know what's going on. We are still obviously working on the zine.
Mm-hmm.
The website is going to get a little bit more. It's not going to be constant scene reports or anything, but a little bit more bloggish. A lot more articles are going to be coming out for it.
I'm excited about that.
So that's going to be really, really good. So you'll be able to, like, my goal would be for it to be like at least 5 days a week, something new content on there. And some of it might be from the zines, but some of it might be just a new article on there of varying lengths, might be reviews, whatever. And then of course, we've just passed the 1-year anniversary of Chuck Mosley dying. We already talked about Faith No More. The original recorded singer of Faith No More, Chuck Mosley, he died a little over a year ago, and I am still working on putting together a tribute album to him.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
we've got several bands that record stuff or donated music to us, for it. And I'm still going to put that together. It's still definitely happening. Tiger Helicide will be recording. We're going to be covering Why Do You Bother? That was the last song on side A of their first album. We're going to be recording that probably outside of our acoustic doodling or making home demos. That's probably going to be the next recorded project. We properly recorded thing that we put out.
Yeah, just
people.
I gotta learn that song.
So we gotta do that. And we'll definitely put our own spin on it, but it'll still be great. I picked a song that I knew that we could do, and add something to it. So we have that. We still have the GADcast radio show.
Yeah, which
GADcast radio.
GADcast radio.
Which that
GADcast.
Yes.
that airs on Thursdays at 8:30
Yes.
p.m. Central Time.
On Podunk Radio.
.com.
So, which you're probably seeing those
Yeah.
if you're listening to this as well, because we put them up.
Yeah. So, but that's our radio show. It's kind of like a little bit of this bullshit talking that we're doing, but then a whole bunch of the music that we like. So sort of like this, you know how we shove songs at the end lots of times.
This is a lot more of the songs.
Yeah, so it's like the opposite of this.
Yeah, so if you think we're stupid and you don't want to hear us, just listen to the radio show too.
Yeah.
Because it's less of that.
Yeah, less of our shit-nanigans. Shit-nanigans.
Another Green Day reference. But can we give a shout out to Insane Asylum Records?
Fuck no. Fuck that asshole. No. Yeah, Insane Asylum. That's a good one to mention too. Actually, since it's been so long since we've done a podcast, I'm trying to remember all the shit we need to talk about. Yeah, Insane Asylum Records. We have acquired the last of their stock, and it was donated to us by their founder, John Michael, and he's gonna. So he donated that to the zine, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna sell it. We haven't figured out exactly how we're gonna approach it. We're gonna sell it through Murder Boy Music, which we have a new Murder Boy Music website.
Yes, I was just thinking about that. The website is murderboymusic.com.
Holy shit.
Yes.
So you go there and see it's mostly projects related to us in some way, because who else would put that out?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So that's going to be coming out, and I mean we're going to find a way. We have to sort through all that stuff. We got to do a bunch of inventory, but we're going to still do our best to get those records distributed to people's records and CDs. And it's great. You've probably read some of my reviews of some of this stuff in the early issues of the GAD zine. And we interviewed him back in the day, and it's Insane Asylum was a really great label, and I wish it could have lasted a little bit longer or whatever, but but we're gonna make sure the music still gets heard. So that's important to us.
They're based out of Tennessee, correct?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And I've been listening to the newest Alkaline Trio record a lot, and also NoFX's live In a Dive cover of Ribbed that they did in full. But I got derailed because you handed me those CDs from Insane Asylum and Shatterpoint, right?
Shatterhand.
Shatterhand, yeah, Shatterhand. I've had those CDs in my car, just playing through, and they were fucking amazing, man. They're really good. Like the guitar, work, the lyrics, the drums, everything. Shatterhand's fucking awesome. Check them out.
Exactly.
Those guys are badass, man. And got some cool vinyl with that too, so it was dope.
Oh yeah, it was great. And I mean, all that stuff is. I mean, I told you guys that as I was handing it to you. None of this music is bad.
As you were shatter-handing it to us.
Huh?
As you were shatter-handing it.
As I was shatter-handing it to you, like a nose cone prophet. So there's some nose cone prophet stuff in there. It's great. Nose cone prophets, of course, I talked about them in the zine early on too. And they're of course were on Insane Asylum, but their Insane Asylum did not put out a bad release. All the releases were the good end of great.
Yeah.
At worst, you know.
I actually had Shatterhand in my car, and my mom got in, and she's just like, "Who's this band? They're pretty good." I was like, "They're from Tennessee." She's like, "Cool."
I don't know where Shatterhand's from.
They could be from Georgia.
Are they? Sure. They might be. They might be from Europe.
I don't know. Yeah, there's.
I just realized that just because they're on the label.
They're on the label. Yeah, yeah. Because Unsane Asylum has bands from all over.
Yeah.
But mostly from like the southeast, but they had bands from. Overseas and stuff.
I will look it up.
I'm definitely the smartest member of this band.
They're from Scotland.
Oh, wow.
You know, Ottawa is the capital of Canada. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Did you know that Chattanooga's in Scotland?
Did you know that Chattanooga is the capital of
Scotland?
Scotland.
But no, yeah, Shatterhand's in. They're from Scotland.
Yeah,
that's what it was. I was like, some of the band names run together with me, so I was like, where are they from? I was like,
I didn't even realize they were from Scotland. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is an interesting sound from a band from like the Chattanooga area.
Yeah, no, that's what's interesting. That's what's interesting about them doing a split with Nose Cone Profits, because they're from like Georgia.
That's badass.
So that makes for a very interesting.
Well, this is why you shouldn't put your phone in airplane mode during a podcast. I like to go off the cuff, you know. Like just like Alex Jones, I don't like to do my research.
Yeah,
I just like to make shit up.
Just make it. It's easier.
It is.
More creative, really.
Yeah. Sasquatch portals. Anyway.
Makes more money than us.
Yeah.
He actually makes money.
Yeah, he makes money. Does, so. Yeah, I don't know how it is. We actually managed to lose money by talking, but somehow we do that. Phrasing it better. We will do what we can to properly distribute the last of Unsane Asylum catalog that is left, but we still have to go through and actually go through it and see what we have and put it out there.
And we still need to work a lot on the website, and hopefully we'll get with somebody who knows more about working on websites.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to help us with that.
So yeah, our website. But the website looks a damn sight better. Damn sight.
Looks that kind of works phonetically.
Yeah, it does. It works better than it looks. The one that I ain't done shit with this. The one that Andy has put together looks way better than the shitty one that I slapped together using like Google Blogger. Talk about things to say. Google Blogger.
Google Blogger.
Google Blogger.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. See, I use Google Blogger for the Alabama Underground Music Directory.
Damn.
It's just an easy way to just update stuff, and I do it through there. And that's also how I do gadpunkzine.com, because both of those are it's just easy enough just to load shit on there real quick.
I mean, we learned all that HTML coding for no fucking reason, apparently.
I don't know. But I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah, it was fun.
You think they taught that in my school?
You didn't want to make
in the early 90s.
You didn't want to get some fucking dank ass MySpace cred.
MySpace wasn't around yet.
Oh yeah,
that's how fucking old I am.
What you fucking?
We didn't use the internet.
Was there any social media?
There was no internet for us to use.
There was no internet at all, like no dial-up.
I mean, it existed.
Yeah.
But it wasn't around.
It was floppy. Your discs were floppy.
People didn't have. Everybody didn't have a computer.
There was no social media. Yeah, LiveJournal and
shit. You had to load the internet on a floppy disk.
Yeah, I didn't mess around.
That was before the BRB days.
No,
now we're always there's no BRB anymore. We're always there.
We didn't mess with internet. I didn't really mess with internet stuff till probably college.
Yeah.
The JSU.
Yeah, and that was
97. 96.
Yeah, so you probably weren't worried about what background you had on MySpace or how to make it.
I got into that later on. I had a pretty sweet MySpace page.
Yeah, I did too.
And I was one of those people that had lots of cool stuff on there, but I didn't overload it to where it'd take 10 minutes for the fucking page to load. People put like 17 goddamn videos on there and a song running through it. No. And they photo bucket the hell out of everything.
I think I had I had like pictures of like Charles Bukowski because that was edgy back then, and then fucking Sundowner is definitely my song that stayed. Midsummer Classic, which fucking anything to do with Lawrence Arms, I eat that shit up. I gobble it.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the I've got to have the cassette somewhere, but I don't know where they are. But there was actually a couple, at least one Brain Drainer song on there. I'm working on a segue. But Brain Drainers, we've talked about it a little bit before on here. Brain Drainers is the band that I started with Rapid Randy Hughes in the late '90s that we never really did anything with. We made a couple of demos, just home demos that the world will never hear because they are garbage. They're terrible, but
we'll play them on the radio show.
Yeah.
So what happened was me and him lost contact with each other, and then it kind of morphed into another band, which is basically the precursor to Tiger Helicide.
Yeah.
And so I have demos of that version of the Brain Drainers, and at least one of those songs was up on MySpace, along with a tune I did with Alex Ward from the Charmings.
Yeah, we had our shit from the Screaming Cocks.
Yeah,
on
all
MySpace.
that stuff's gone now. It's still listed, but it won't play.
Mine plays.
So
You can still listen to Screaming Cocks on there.
So mine's not,
So-
but it was because mine's probably older. Because my shit was put up there in like 2000 and whatever.
Written in stone tablets.
Yeah. So, but they
The audio.
Yeah, you carve the grooves. Yeah.
so. But anyway, another project we're working on is we have reformed the Brain Drainers with Rapid Randy.
Randy.
Yeah. So we're gonna be working on that hopefully in the next week or so.
I would love for that to happen.
And I think even if we can't get the rest of the band, because right now it looks like it's going to be members of Tiger Helicide with Randy, and we'll put together this thing. And
It's gonna drain your fucking brains,
it
man.
will. And it'll be something special. And at the very least, we'll start like jamming on some stuff, just make sure we know how the direction we want to go with it, because we already have some demos to work with, and we'll just go from there. So even if we can't get the whole band in the same room at the same time to work on it in the next couple weeks.
Especially if it's a concept band, and I grasp that concept pretty well.
Yeah.
So because I'm also a
Concept.
yes.
He is
I thought that's
conceptual
where
art.
You were gonna go.
Yeah. I'm consensual art. Well, that's pretty much all I can think of to talk about. I'm sure we could keep talking for like 70 more hours.
We could do it. What else? I'm trying to think if there's anything else in work on. Tiger Helicide book.
Yes, it's been coming along.
It's gonna be coming out in 2019.
I still have to write my chapters about. Adam wrote me into the Tiger Heliverse.
I've been contributing some more stuff.
So that's a definite 2019 release.
And then James Gunn's gonna direct the movie based off the book.
Possibly.
After Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah. I mean, once he's done with that, between that and the tweets, he's going to have a hard time getting work after that. So we should be able to get him
He should
after
be up
that.
for grabs.
Yeah. So, even just the Suicide Squad taint ought to be enough. Back to the taint.
We've got other books planned, I think.
Yeah, we have other books. Sequels, spin-offs.
Children's book.
Video games.
Book. Tiger Hellside children's book. There's also I'm working on a couple of Alabama punk rock history books.
Yeah.
And a lot of actually GAD Fest and this latest queer show actually tie into that a lot, because a lot of the old school guys were at both of those.
Yeah.
And what's really important to me is to show that Alabama underground music has a history. It's a thing that's around. If I had half a clue that how much shit was going on all over Alabama when I was a kid, like, man, my teenage years would have gone so much better.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have had so much more like direction, and just probably wouldn't be stuck here talking to you dumbasses.
I forgot to tell. Also, we got a Skyrim mod coming out where every sound effect is being replaced with Jacob Reagan singing "Sex and Candy."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
and
be able to look out for that.
Our greatest success.
Another thing to mention is that we, and by we I mean Adam, Jesse, and I, are working on a Christmas album.
This is the most important.
This is probably the most important thing, because I think people will really love this.
Yes.
I think this is probably going to be the thing that makes us.
Green Day.
Yeah.
Well, so we know how much you guys love
Green Day.
The Gadcast House Band.
Yeah.
It's Gadcast House Band is like, it's like Green Day if they were good.
Yeah. Well, you guys love them so much that you just kill them every week.
Yes.
With your love for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just kills them.
With your
breaks their heart.
Poker of love. So, the Gadcast House Band will be putting out through Murder Boy Music a Christmas album, because we love you guys so much.
And it's gonna sound better than whatever we did before this podcast.
Yeah. Why the fuck not? Sure. Whatever.
Let's put your hopes up.
Whatever. Just assume it will, and buy it, because that's our gift to you, is merchandise to sell.
Yeah.
For you to buy.
Yeah. Our gifts are for purchase.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be a great stocking stuffer.
Yep.
And
Yep. You can stuff it in just about any piece of clothing.
Yeah. And any orifice.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. So be looking forward to that. I have a also coming. So that'll be coming out in. I imagine we'll have that.
Hopefully before Christmas, because I mean
that would make the Christmas album go better.
Yeah,
go better.
But I figure we'll probably have that out by
probably by the end of the month.
Yeah, it'll probably be out before December, but certainly early December we'll have that out. Also early December, I will be putting out a split EP with Careful Handling. And that's some more of like my kind of noise stuff, like some like little techno-y noise things going on. So I've got that coming up on Murder Boy Music. So yeah, I got the split album with Careful Handling. That'll be coming out. There's a bunch of stuff we're working on though, and I mean, we do have the punk rock fanzine single.
I still believe in that.
We've made an EP out of it with some outtakes. That sucker is super duper very limited edition, and we don't have that for sale online, do we?
No, it's not.
So the only way you're going to be able to get that EP is going to be to run into one of us at a show after we've ordered some more copies.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like we gave out a few at the last 2 shows.
It's so exclusive. I don't have one.
No, I have one without the case.
Right,
And it's my first recording with the band. I don't have it.
It's amazing.
It's because I don't have seniority yet. That's what it is.
But it has rarities. It's because I only ordered 5 in the first place.
I'm just like,
And I was like, oh shit.
Make shits and gigs.
No, we ended up not getting them done quick enough for GADFest. The idea was we'd have a whole bunch to give out at GADFest.
I'm already ready to play more shows. Speaking of gigs.
Yeah,
but,
we can do that.
Yeah.
Shows are good.
I guess any final thoughts, Andy or Adam?
Thank you, everybody who came to the last couple of shows, and those of you who couldn't make it to those shows. I hope y'all can make it to the next ones because we have a whole lot going on. And the music in this general region, there's so much good stuff going on right now, so much great art going on that I hope everybody gets more connected. Hopefully, if this podcast were good, it'd really do a lot to like connect those, but it's not very good. But maybe the zine and the stuff around it might help.
I keep thinking we're getting better, but I don't know. Yeah. Like I said, thank you from the bottom of my bottom to everyone who helped with the show, everyone who worked at the shows, the GADFest and the Festival of Brothers. And also shout out to the folks at Tedness for putting on that festival in Horton. I missed it, but I've heard it was a hell of a fucking
the one that none of us went to.
Yeah. Zach said he's gonna start booking us, so we actually fucking show up.
Yeah, we'll have to show up for that.
Yeah.
He's learned our secret.
Can't miss that one.
Yeah.
He's learned our lazy ass secret.
Yeah.
If you want us to show up, just book us.
Yeah.
Book us. Yeah,
you can book us at 1 o'clock in the.
Yeah. We don't care.
As long as if we're playing, then we'll show
in the
up.
middle of the lunch buffet going on. Let's do it. All right, bottomless mimosas. All right.
So like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already.
Yeah. Listen to us on podunkradio.com on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Central. Buy a lot of our shit.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Go to murderboymusic.com.
We may hate each other, but we love you all. Gadcast out.
I'm gonna build a time machine so we can be together. I would love to see the first time that your eyes caught mine. I remember everything, the movies and the football games. How good it felt to hold your hand, how good it felt to be a man. Won't you please take a trip with me? You can tell me all your dreams, selection. Break the runoff and add it to Chris's collection. 'Cause there were too many right reflections. Yes, there were too many right reflections.
Oh,